All right, so lots happening today. We are here. We're trying to make sure the mic is good. We know we've had a couple of you talking and saying the mic was a little bit far off. That's because we've now done the stand-up desk. So we are standing. The more, the merrier, of course. So just one thing to add into the day right here. Just if you're feeling sluggish, we'll stand up. Just get some work done. You could get a standing desk. You could go and just stack a couple things on top of your desk and go from there. So that's what we're doing today. We've got our stand-up desk here. It allows us to alternate where we need to be. Peely's a little bit shorter. I'm a little bit taller. Some days she puts shoes on. Then I'm a little bit shorter than I was yesterday. Or maybe I'm the same height and she's there with shoes on. But it is how to figure out your true passion, your true calling, and what you're good at, right? And I think that ultimately comes down to you not staying where you are. And so how do you find what you want to do and how do you find what you're good at? Well, you have to try other things. You have to try a lot of things out there. And there becomes this point in life where we get so stuck with just doing what we can't really fail at and what we're really not that bad at because we don't want to fail, right? We don't want to fail. We don't want to fall on our face. We don't want to look stupid. But who has ever been able to accomplish something great that hasn't started somewhere awkward to begin with? No one. So if you're not fulfilled where you are, go out there and I don't know, push your limits. I'm trying to think, but as kids, like we don't have this, right? We get thrown in most everything we don't know. But at some point through our life, through growing up, we find this point where we ultimately don't want to look foolish anymore. So we stop trying things that we don't feel like we could really maybe look our best in. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. So I actually want to know, what did you want to be when you grew up? I probably want to play for the Knicks. Nice. I think that would have been it. I would if I could have played for the 1990s, 80s, 90s Knicks, Charles Oakley Knicks. Today I don't. It's hard to watch the Knicks, but if I was growing up, the Knicks would have been the thing. Even though I did better in football, I still would have preferred. I think playing with the Knicks, right? John Starks, Ewing, Oakley, Anthony Mason, like that would have been fun. I even know some of those names. So when I was a kid, I wanted to be a writer, an actor, a doctor, a veterinarian, what else was it? Mom, if you're watching this, please remind me because I remember it was like 5 or 6 things. So over the course of my life, I also wanted to run a restaurant or own a restaurant. And I wanted to be a clothing designer and I wanted to design toys. So have I done all those things? Well, in a way I kind of had. Have I gotten my medical degree or been a doctor? No. Well, you're basically a doctor every day when you have kids because you're constantly diagnosing. You know, it's because everything they get hurt with is almost the end of the world. Exactly. So I'm a mother, so I've by default become all of these things. But I also like to help people. Yes, that's not a medical degree, but I'd like to help people. We have dogs. So I'm a veterinarian. We've written a book. So now I'm an author. Toy maker. I make toys with the kids all the time. So where am I going with this? No matter where your dreams were when you were a kid, did you try them out? Are there dreams that are hanging on the outskirts that you've always wanted to do or be or try out that you haven't because you've decided or someone decided for you that it wasn't the time or it wasn't your place or put in whatever excuse you're putting in there? Why not try that right now? Why not dig up that old dream, dig out that thought process and try it? Because you'll never know. The only failure that you'll have in the future if you don't try it is regret. That's the biggest failure that you'll have. Other people's opinions of what your future beholds is none of their business. Yes. And for you to say there that today I'm going to listen to someone because they are ultimately going to have the best advice for me. No, they might have tidbits of advice that will really carry well with where you are to help you to that next stage. But so many times, of course, parents are such a big, I don't want to say dictator, but they influence where we're going. They influence, of course, our careers, and we can listen to them. But if we're doing it for someone else, are we ultimately ever gonna be fully happy with it? And if probably not. No, your dreams you do for you. Yes, if you can bring people along with you, great. If it up levels your family, great. But if you want to write that book, that memoir on your life,
Do it for you. Do it because you want to do it, because it fulfills you, because it takes you to that next level. And the thing is, and we've been talking about this a lot for the last couple of days, it's your responsibility to make yourself happy. Nobody else's. Nobody else's responsibility. Not your husband, not your kids, not the universe, not the government. It is your responsibility to make yourself happy, to make yourself successful, to make yourself fill in the blank with the positive energy. It is up to you. So why not start right now, this second? Turn off Facebook, get off of YouTube, wherever you're watching this, turn it off, open up that diary, open up that journal, open up your brain, and remember what those dreams were and become them.
So today, just look at where you are and go out there and try something that's outside your comfort zone. Something that you want to try, but you've been just sitting on it because you didn't want to look silly or you didn't want to be judged. And if it's that much of a meaning to you, go out and try it. Don't tell anybody. Just try it. It could be anything. You want to go shoot a crossbow? I don't know. What is it that you want to do that's outside of your realm? You want to learn to code? I don't know. But find something that's outside of your realm today and go out and try it. And just experience that feeling of just, because it's going to be that novel experience of just experiencing something new and exciting, even if you're not good at it. But I guess what? The next time you might suck at it too, but the next time you might be a little bit better. Or maybe you'll learn something. You'll pick something up that not only maybe, or you don't like it, but you might find something that resonates throughout other things you're doing by trying this something new. So today, don't sit there holding back. There's nothing that's going to keep you from your future beyond you. Go out there, try today. Let us know what you're doing. You can always text us, give us a clear 10. Tell us, what did you try out there today? 902-224-6876. And just say, I tried this. Awesome. All right, guys. We are going to see you tomorrow. And if I can click some buttons, we'll be back then.
Join us for your second cup of coffee every Monday through Friday at noon.
Live every day, bringing us our best content we've done so far. Super excited, super engaging. Bunch of great guests. We're here to answer your questions, and we so appreciate you listening. Make sure to check this out.
Can't wait to see you.